Hello? Hello? Alright. Mic is working fine.
Breach and clear.
Hardcore team deathmatch. AO is target rich. Happy hunting.
Damn. Yo, son, where were these dudes, bro?
We're winning this. We're behind.
Son, I know you.
We're pulled ahead.
I know these dudes are gonna do all these sneaking. I know they was gonna play like this. I can kind of judge how people gonna play, bro. Boy, at least you killed him. He's inside the extra room, bro.
We've lost control. We're winning this. We've lost the lead. Hostile care package inbound. Hostile UAV
Where the
circle.
fuck? I can't find these dudes, bro.
Hostile RCXD spotted.
Somebody's over there. Oh. 1 and 7, bro.
Advantage.
Oh my god, how did he hit me, bro? Finally started catching back up. I was like 9 and 2 or some shit, bro.
UAV and TL 50% check.
Oh, come on, son. You killed him, and then they killed me because I'm... Fuck! Oh my god, he caught me.
Eyes on the prize. You've got this.
Damn. Damn. Son just shot everybody.
Good job.
Couldn't even get a kill and this barely went positive, but I was like fucking 8 and 1, bro. Damn, ABR trying to get headshots. Oh my god, they picked no time.
Stack up, wait for my gun.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Make the theater yours.
Oh my god, Tom. Nice going, GKS, dude. Oh my. Fuck this. They play style. I hate these. I hate this lobby play style, bro. Damn. Fuck, killed 3 of them.
Hostile care package inbound. We pulled ahead.
Fuck. Cause of me, nigga.
Enemy UAV above.
Are they coming from behind us?
Losing the fight.
He's right there. Oh my god. Bro, y'all don't see. Where? Showing that, bro? See somebody called in a thresher, bro.
Taking control.
Fuck. I tried to go ham right there, bro.
We've lost the lead.
You got a thresher and we still getting smacked. Killed 2 of them. He's right there in the middle of the buses. Just camping his ass off. Oh, my fault, bro. I thought the spawns were still right there.
Sniper's nest awaiting orders. Sniper's nest on station. Shooters deploy to firing positions.
In the turn, sensors are capture your objective.
No, we're not.
Hostiles have destroyed your sentry.
How the hell did they destroy me? Oh my god.
Close this out. Shut them down.
He keep catching me in the same spot.
Mission timeline counting down. Target located. Check range and mid.
This is our game, bros.
Target has been incapacitated.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't playing. That shit was crazy. Oh, I didn't get the... What? What was the best play then?
Stack up, wait for my go.
Yeah, we playing those other dudes live. So I gotta see what kind of players these are. Fill them out.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Show 'em what we're made of. We're winning this. We're behind.
Yo, he's laying on top of the hut. And somebody's running. Nice shit.
We're pulled ahead. Lost the advantage.
Fuck, why did I do that, son? I heard somebody say I was going there. Fuck, he's right there, bro. You killed him, right?
Advantage.
Yeah, you killed him. And I got 3 deaths. Yo, son. This faggot is always catching me, bro, with
We've
this.
lost the lead.
I don't even know what gun that is. Fucking losing, bro. That man.
UAV available for tasking.
Oh my god, son. You are so fucking lucky, bro.
Levels 50% depleted.
We're pulled ahead. Tracking enemy sniper's nest overhead.
I forgot how to get the fuck out this water. Yo, we could take that out the air easy, bro. Damn, this shit is going off.
We're behind.
Oh my god, son. Every time I keep giving us the lead, bro.
Sit rep. Enemy gunship inbound.
This is some... Yo, how did I not kill him, son? And again! Oh my... He's still alive, too.
UAV above. Sit rep. Hostile care package above.
I don't know why I ran in front of his bullets.
Enemy RCXD in your AO.
Yeah, I couldn't do it by myself, so fuck it. Yo, bro, my shit is just not hitting, bro.
Don't let them take you down.
Fuck out of here. Not taking me down.
Enemy UAV above.
I'm killing these dudes. I don't care about get that much over positive. Once I go positive, I don't give a fuck. Oh my god, son. Scary ass
Hostile
dude.
care package above. Enemy RCXD in your AO.
This is dumb shit.
Enemy Hellstorm detected. Asset loss is unacceptable. Filtered ground.
Yo, his only death was by me. That's how real it is. His only death was by me, bro. I'm the only person that killed him once.
Stack up, wait for my go.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
I know how these suckers is gonna play, bro. Know exactly how they're gonna play. Oh my god, it was the VMP versus the MX-9. He came out the winner. Son, did this dude just run up and kill both of us, bro? Oh my god. Fuck, bro.
Fight. Win. Profit. Hostile UAV circling. Hostile care package inbound.
Oh my god, son. This fucking faggot got armor on, bro. I know exactly
Enemy
how this
establishing
is.
drone squad above.
Oh, come on, son. On a good streak. UAV, bros. He's right there. He's right. Oh yeah, you got him. Fuck it. I wish this was kill confirm a little bit. He's come. Oh, he just came with his drone squad. You bitch.
UAV has been destroyed.
Hostile care package inbound. Enemy UAV.
Fuck. He ain't fell for that. They all in that little camper room, bro. Don't go over there, whatever your name is.
Hostile RCXD spotted.
Fuck, bro. I'm the only one trying to turn up this heat, bro. Son, he just came from behind. So somebody's making it around. Oh, son. Yo, we almost caught back up, son. Oh my god, son.
UAV standing by.
Son, how did I just...
Enemy UAV above.
Yo, why is he not dying this talk? I'm trying to... I could have just dropped something, son. Could have had something for y'all, bro. Why did the game just kick me out?
You know, Christian,
What?
I think I shouldn't go back and work, tell this thing over here. What the government they say?
What?
Breach and clear.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Mission is live, Mercs. taken the lead. Enemy dart detected in your AO. We're winning this. Lost the advantage. Hostile UAV circling. We're pulled ahead. We've lost the lead. We've taken the lead. Enemy UAV above. We're behind. Enemy UAV above. Hostile care package inbound. Turn this around. Bring home the bacon. Enemy Hellstorm detected. Hostile care package inbound. Enemy Hellstorm detected. We'll discuss that performance later.
Can't believe we lost, bro. I got a couple deaths and we lost.
Back to that in a minute.
It's crazy.
On the reducing density, slow the spread by reduced density. I've been talking to private businesses all across.
Breach and clear.
Different things in New York City.
Hardcore
doing
confirmed.
in a county.
Special forces are cleared to engage. Enemy sniper's nest inbound. Hostile UAV circling. We've taken control. We're losing the fight. Enemy UAV above. Multiple hostile UAVs operating. Multiple hostile UAVs operating. Enemy sniper's nest inbound.
In a very working class neighborhood. Most families don't have a caregiver at home. If the children stay home, one of the parents has to stay home. If there's only one parent in the house, that parent has to stay home. Yeah, but we have essential workers who need to go to work. Police people, fire officers, healthcare workers, again, because we said this is all about the capacity of the healthcare system. We can't have 1199 healthcare workers not coming to work because they have to stay home. We can't have nurses staying home because they have to stay home and watch their child. So it sounds simple, it's not simple. You close the school. How do you feed the children? For many children, the breakfast and the lunch are the two main meals they get, and they get that at the school. How do you distribute food to all these children who are now not in school? So those are very real concerns. If you can address those concerns, address the negatives of closing the schools.
Yeah, I'm not getting no kills, bro.
Close the schools. Why? Because it's totally in line with our density reduction, etc. These concerns can be addressed, and it's up to the locality to come up with a plan to do it. We're speaking to Nassau, Suffolk, and Westchester. County Executive Laura Curran, County Executive Steve Ballone, Suffolk, County Executive George Latimer in Westchester. They're interested in closing schools. We said closing schools if you can reduce the negative, child care, etc., student meals, then I think it's a good strategy. But we have to address those two negatives. The worst negative is if we lose essential workers. Police officers say I can't come to work. Firefighters say I can't come to work. Public transportation operators say I can't come to work. And most dramatic impact, hospital workers. Because remember, the hospital workers, there will be hospital workers who get sick. That's going to happen. That will reduce staffing in hospitals. That has to be factored in because you know that's going to happen. So, given that, you want to make sure you're not artificially making that problem worse.
son, I'm just fucking up,
Jim
son.
Montres is going to be working with these counties to try to put together these situations that would take care of the negative consequences of closing schools, which would then facilitate the closing of schools. Ongoing operations, just so we sum up, we're doing testing. We've made great progress there. Thank you, Vice President Pence. Thank you, President Trump.
Somebody's leading the team crazy,
Density reduction, which is what we've been talking about. School closures.
Son, why am I getting killed everywhere I go, son?
The negative consequences that might happen is an ongoing function. Hospital capacity, hospital capacity, hospital capacity. And tracking of the cases, mapping of the cases, identifying the clusters so we deploy our resources. The numbers today, total tested is up to 5,272. As I've said every day, the more you test, the more positives you will find.
Close, make it official.
New cases, 442. I'm sorry, newly tested 442. This is just testing data. 5,200 tested, 442 tested since last evening. Is that correct?
Yeah, so far this morning.
So you see how fast. We were only doing 200 tests per day. We now did 442 since last evening at about 6 o'clock when we did the last briefing. Positive cases 729, new cases 69. New York is...
I almost lost the game for y'all, bro. Somebody died. Whoever that chick is playing with that chick held it down.
You have to correlate that to how many tests the other states are doing, because the more tests they're doing, the more cases they will find. We've had 3 deaths. We had an additional death.
Actually, I was kind of paying attention to the news, man. Should I go to work?
A 9-year-old woman who had multiple major underlying health issues and had the coronavirus and succumbed to the coronavirus. Current hospitalizations, 137 out of 729.
Yeah, bro.
That's 19% of the cases. This number relates back to hospital capacity. 65 patients in ICU already.
Governor Cuomo can't do much about it, bro. They should have been signed in place for city schools, bro. All other schools are shut down because they got money to do so. You know what I mean? Parents don't gotta go to work and they can do over the computer learning. We didn't even set up strategies to do e-learning in city schools. We didn't set up no strategies, and this is before Cuomo. I mean, Cuomo could have been doing that, but no one was expecting this.
Fear is disconnected from the facts. Fear is an emotion. Emotion can often be disconnected from facts, and that's what's happening here. But this tracks all the cases that have happened since China. 156,000 cases, 5,000 deaths. You look at the people who have passed away in the state of New York, the 3 people. Those are people who may very well have passed away from contracting the flu, right? year, tens of thousands of people die from the flu. We say they died from the flu, but they very often they were battling cancer. They had heart disease. They had emphysema. And then the flu, on top of that underlying condition, was the straw that broke the camel's back. I did an open letter to President Trump today that made 3 points. It says,
it's also them, you know my preference.
We know what is going to happen because we have the data and the projection. Look at China, look at South Korea, look at Italy, and just plot the numbers. You know the curve. You know how effective you are at flattening the curve, and we are now looking at a wave. And we know it is a wave. Do everything you can to reduce the wave. We are. It's still a wave. It is going to be a wave. And it is going to be a wave that at any of these projections will overwhelm the healthcare system. I asked
Damn,
three
bro,
things.
why are you shooting?
One, on the testing, that, and I'm grateful that he approved the New York testing capacity. FDA has to get out of the way on the automated testing capacity. Let us approve automated testing companies. It can't be one or two companies are the only companies in the United States doing this. You need hundreds of thousands. Accelerate the testing. Second, the federal government
I know these dudes play foul and I'm still falling for it.
help and guidance to states on what to do and when to do it.
Oh my God.
This can't be a national policy of every state does its own thing. You can't have a patchwork quilt of policies. New York State closes stores. Okay, New Jersey doesn't. What did I do? I just sent thousands of vehicles over to New Jersey, flooding New Jersey stores. New Jersey closes stores, and I don't. What did they do? They just sent thousands of New Jersey people to shop in New York and then go back to New Jersey. You cannot do this ad hoc, one state at a time. Make a decision. Tell the states, this is the decision, and then let's go. Closing schools. If you think schools have to be closed,
Oh my God, bro.
well then, help us. Where do we get the child care? Where do we get the meals? Where do we get the money to provide the meals? There are ways to do it. We could just increase what's called the SNAP program, the food assistance program to a family, and say, you know what? Your food assistance payment is going to go up 50%. You buy Johnny breakfast and lunch.
That is some fucked up shit that just happened
We have the
to me.
federal government that is integrally involved in that. Help
He's
us
right.
plan and help us coordinate.
Damn, I was doing so
and
good,
don't
bro.
pit one state against the other inadvertently by having them come up with different policies. That's the second point. The third point is this. You're going to need more open.
Yo, he's right there, so I keep punching. Why I keep punching?
You're going to need
Damn, this is a hard game, bro.
facilities. You're going to need ways to free up those 53,000 beds. You're going to need to construct
We've lost the
or
lead.
retrofit physical
Oh my
buildings.
God, son.
Acquire thousands of pieces of equipment like this.
I gotta change my punch button.
The state can't do that. I don't have that workforce. I don't have the resources, but even if I had the resources, I don't have the physical capacity to turn SUNY dorms into hospitals in 3 weeks. I can't. There's only one workforce that can do that. It's the Army Corps of Engineers and the military assets. That's what they do. They build bridges, They build camps. They have tens of thousands of personnel, trucks, equipment, excavators, logistical managers, purchasing power.
We're winning this.
Use them to come in right now, identify existing facilities that can be retrofitted, and use them to do it. China built dozens of hospitals
They coming from
in
behind us.
literally like a month. How? The Chinese government came in and said, we're going to do this, we're going to nationalize it. South Korea, the same thing. You can't leave it to the States. I can't do it. I do not have the resources or the capacity. And by the way, I'm an aggressive governor. I push very hard. But there's no way that we could manage this undertaking. The Army Corps of Engineers, I used to be in the federal government, I've worked with them, they're amazing. Their capacity is amazing. And what better time to use those resources than saying, let's get to work, let's retrofit buildings,
Enemy UAV
let's
above.
purchase the equipment, yes, let's
Yo,
use that
what
massive logistical machine of the military to actually save lives. It makes
Yo,
all
bro.
the sense in the world. And by the way, we have no option. We have no options. You know what management is? Pick the best option. My expression to my colleagues, what are my options? Well, you have none. There's only one. Okay, I pick that option.
Enemy UAV above.
You have no other option. Otherwise, we will be sitting here 9 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks from today, seeing a healthcare system overrun. We will be saying, we knew this was going to happen. Why didn't we provide more health care facilities? Why didn't we do everything we could to make that a reality? Doing everything you can to make that a reality means bringing in that Army Corps of Engineer and that military expertise. And I hope the President takes me up on it. With that, questions, comments, any points I left out to my colleagues here?
One other thing that we're starting tomorrow is the DMV is going to be moving to appointment only so that we keep crowds out of the DMV. You can do that online, or if you don't have access online, you can go to the DMV, make an appointment, and then come back.
Does it make sense to bring the legislature back here this week with their staff, hundreds of people at the Capitol, when you're saying even businesses should possibly close or work from home?
Nice shit. Who was that crash? He went in. 46-14.
Is an essential operation to manage this situation.
I knew they pleased out, but I couldn't take advantage of it like the way I wanted
In a
it.
war, when people might get killed at war, does it make sense to send soldiers?
This week, there's other things you can do. Close the Capitol for a couple weeks.
Karen, there's no couple of weeks here. There's no couple of weeks.
Shooting a budget extender till say June. You said that you don't know when the state's finances are.
Look, should the Congress not show up? Should the military not show up? Should the police officers not show up? You're asking nurses to show up and do their duty. You're asking nurses at these drive-through testing facilities like in New Rochelle, show up and do your duty, which is to help the public health and put on a hazmat suit and take blood. If we can ask nurses to put on a hazmat suit and take blood, we can ask elected officials to come sit at a desk and vote on a piece of legislation.
There's a difference between healthcare professionals and lawmakers. I mean, up until last week, we covered the legislature. There was no social distancing implemented whatsoever. So how is this week going to be?
They should take all the precautions. But Bernadette, I need them to authorize the laws and the measures that we may need to do this. You need soldiers to fight the war. Government must function because government is doing all of this. Government goes home, none of this happens.
You feel New York City should be shut down. There's growing calls to have bars, restaurants, gyms, etc. closed mandatorily. How do you feel about that?
Well, when you say New York City shut down, are you talking schools, businesses, or streets?
I'm talking entertainment, social gathering spots, bars, restaurants.
Because there are gradations.
Hardcore kill confirmed.
We started
Black Ops
closing down, if you will, businesses with our 500 gatherings and 50% of occupancy. That is closing down businesses, gathering places, etc. So we have started that.
There were reports everywhere last night. Bars were full, restaurants were full. People weren't abiding by the reduction.
Well, then they're violating the law if they're doing that, and then the NYPD should come in and shut them down. Right? Now, if your question is, should we get more aggressive in the shutdowns? That's something we're looking at. And you look at those numbers every day, and there's a knob, and you turn the knob higher or lower, depending on what you see. If, and I've heard what you've heard, if people are not enforcing the law, or if the numbers are continuing at a rate, then yes, I will get more aggressive on the mandatory regulations. I'm asking them today, voluntarily close down. Voluntarily close down your bar, your restaurant, your gymnasium. Let's see what they do. If nobody does it, then we can take more actions. By the way, at one point, people actually react reasonably and responsibly. And people say, you know what, I'm not going to go into a bar with 100 other people bumping up against me because it's too high a risk to have a martini. I can have a martini at home.
Governor, can you clarify what you might want them to do as far as a state budget if they come back this week? Would you want them to do it this week? And to what extent would that spending plan be? Bare bones, medium bones?
I want them to do their job.
You want it done this week?
I want them to do their job. I want the U.S. Congress to sit in there and do their job. I hear you. I want the judges to sit in there and do their job. I want my team to do what I'm doing, which is
you stood right there and got shot and got me killed.
This is why you are in government. This is why you're here. If you didn't want to be here, you shouldn't have run for office. You shouldn't have you shouldn't have sought out a public service job. If you didn't want to fight the war, you shouldn't have enlisted in the military. Okay? If you didn't want to do a public service at a time when you have a social crisis, then you shouldn't be here. You made a mistaken career. If you didn't want to help sick people, you shouldn't be a nurse, right? If you wanted to stay away from alcohol, you shouldn't have been a bartender. That's the essence of what we do. This is the essence of what we do. There is no higher, more necessary, purer form of public service than what we're doing right now. This is it. Do your job.
Are you offering any guidance to legislators about closing their offices or bringing staff up?
Legislators are people. I'm offering them the same guidance I'm offering everyone. Social distancing, be smart. Your elected officials, be smart. Like a business owner, like my kids, like my neighbors, like everyone.
Lawmakers who are older, some of whom may have underlying health conditions, should we put their health at risk while through the legislative work?
Should the state workers, the emergency, should nurses putting their health at risk? Should doctors be putting their health at risk? Should OGS employees be putting their health at risk? It's not like they're working in a hospital or taking blood. They're working in a state capitol, reading paper and passing bills.
For a second, you're talking about bringing, let's say, 100 Democrats into a small conference room from all over the state.
So go in a bigger room.
And dispersing back to their communities. Doesn't that seem to be like the very definition of how you spread
Then
disease?
be in a bigger room. Look, you're bringing the U.S. on that theory, Jesse. No U.S. Congress, no U.S. Senate, no military operation. I mean, you'd shut down everything. No New York Times.
Let me just go back.
No, it's April 1 is the deadline.
Can you issue an executive order to maybe make them, or have the legislature vote remotely? Is that possible?
I have not thought about that.
Is that a possibility?
I don't know if it's legally a possibility. Why are we so worried? I know the self-interest here because they're in this building. I get it. But everybody is going through this. Everywhere. They're not doing a high-risk occupation, right?
almost
Well,
there.
politics
Close
today
this
could
out.
be considered
Shut
a
'em down.
high-risk occupation. But yes, they could come here, do administrative work. We're having people. The reason I have difficulty with this concept, I mean, I'm having people
Come on, son.
into hospital emergency rooms. I have people going to people's homes to take blood from people who believe they're positive. Compared to what we're asking people to do in public service, I mean, this is not even in the same category.
Implemented social distancing rules like the 500, half capacity, etc. But again, you have thousands of people that come into the state capitol every day.
We're closing it to visitors.
Right. People that
Make this look easy.
Yeah, but people coming into every building. Yeah. You have 2 corporate executives in every office building who are sick. You've had hundreds of people who've been walking into the New York Post for 4 weeks. You have people in the New York Post who are positive. I mean, otherwise you just shut down everything. And take a deep breath. People are going to get sick. Many, many, many people will get the virus. 40% of the population, 50% of the population, 60% of the population, 80% will self-resolve. We're talking about that vulnerable population, senior citizens, immune-compromised, underlying illness, like the people who have passed away so far, like people who pass away from the flu. The operational problem is they're going to overwhelm the ICUs. That's all we're talking about. You have to take a deep breath. We're not talking about the Ebola virus here. And you're reflecting, frankly, the same level of anxiety that people, by and large, are reflecting. No, don't panic. Don't shut down everything. And don't shut down the operation that is responsible for handling the situation.
Let's try this one more time. It just seems like you're giving us contradictory information here. You can't have more than 500 people together. You want businesses to close.
In a dense location.
There will be 500 people.
Well, then, what? No, not in a building.
This whole complex and the assembly.
No, it's 50% of occupancy rate of this building. The occupancy rate of this building would be in the thousands.
I'm a little confused with what you just said. Are you going to limit occupancy of people who work here?
No.
Stack up.
You said it's inconsistent with the regulation I passed. My regulation was 50% of rated occupancy for a room. Right? The Congress is up. You want to close down the Congress?
Kill confirmed.
By your reasoning, you'd have to close the Congress, you'd have to close the Senate, you'd have to close the White House, you'd have to close all the federal agencies.
We're pulled ahead.
Congress or any of those bodies do them at the time that they're there to just very essential things.
Well, what's not essential that we're talking about today?
I lost control.
Back to the minority vote first, and we hear that lawmakers are being told to focus on being prepared to pass the budget we've set.
You want to pass it early? I say great.
Is this a skinny budget thing, or are you throwing out big ticket issues like insurgency, big thing, things like that, just keeping the lights on, or are you still working on it?
As I said before, it doesn't go skinny fat. I would not rush an issue that we're not ready to do, right? I don't want to pass or sign a bad piece of legislation that is not thought through. So if there's a complex issue that is not thought through, fine. But the 99% of these issues are fully thought through. Everybody understands.
I knew that was him.
It's yay or nay. They just don't want to say yay or nay because they're controversial and they're difficult and they're 50-50 issues or 60-40 issues. So they don't want to take a side because then they're going to take the political heat from the other side. But on those issues, say yay or nay.
UAV above.
Do you think they should still stick around after the budget is passed through the scheduled session, or after the budget is passed?
I think they should do their job, yeah. I think they should do their job.
On the issue of the federal intervention, what would this look like? And what is the goal with like the Corps and the Army coming in? So would they be taking state buildings and converting those into hospitals? What do you imagine that looking like?
This is what they... I worked with the Army Corps of Engineers when I was in Adelaide. And we actually used them to build housing on Indian reservations.
Damn, son.
Native American reservations.
The whole team was there when got killed.
Come in, take my SUNY dorm.
Yo, son.
For a medical facility. And then I'll contact medical schools and nursing schools, and I'll find excess people to come staff that SUNY dorm. What federal facilities do they have available that we could now convert? So we have properties and buildings, right? I have colleges. I would do any of these buildings. I just don't have the physical construction capacity to organize that. You know, the government doesn't build. My government doesn't build, right? We contract out everything. And for us to contract out, you need a design, you need a plan, you need an RFP, and then you have to be able to pay for it. The only government that builds is the federal government.
How many does it like to create?
Well, I'll ask Dr. Zucker. What do you think the capacity differential could be between the number of ICU beds we have, 3,000, by the way, 80% of occupied of the current ICU beds. So even if you had beds to get some of the people out of the ICU beds, right? Because if 80% are occupied of 3,000, that means we only have 600 beds. We just said, how many are in ICU beds so far? Yeah, but how many did we say are in ICU beds? We have 65. 65. So, we have 65 today. And we only have 600.
I think this goes to the modeling that we're working on to try to figure out the spread of disease, the period of time. As the governor mentioned about the issues of flattening that curve, that will help us determine how many you need, because you don't want to have all of them at one time. If you flatten that curve, you can spread that over a period of time. And we have a team trying to model that out. And then I can answer your question more directly.
I would say this.
I'm trying to catch up to y'all, bro.
Based answer, which I would not rely on because I rely on the good doctor in science. My number, you need thousands. You're going to be thousands.
Trying to do it up to y'all.
Thousands
Somebody grab him.
We've spoken with federal officials.
An enemy hacker is attempting to breach our system.
You cannot purchase more ventilators.
Enemies have control of our attack chopper.
We have several
Enemies have
thousand.
taken control of our UAV.
Anybody got a 0, bro?
The ICU beds have the ventilators.
disabled control systems.
We have 3,000 ventilators. You could use thousands. You will need thousands of more.
Somebody hack him then.
Yeah.
Alright.
Arraignments have to happen.
Hostile
Travel
UAV
services have to happen. Family court emergency orders have to happen.
Back online.
Non-essential motion practice, motions that you could hear later on.
Alright, now we doing our thing.
Civil matters that you could hear later on. I'll leave that to the chief judge, but anything that is public safety is essential. Anything that's criminal justice is essential.
Hostile attack chopper inbound.
Oh my god, you just used your fucking 0 too, didn't you?
That is about money recoveries as opposed to a more imminent need.
Hostile hellstorm
Let the
inbound.
chief judge make those decisions.
And we're gonna lose this.
Federal officials about the potential for domestic travel restrictions in and out of
Nope.
Numbers I couldn't see on the board for New York City. What is it called now?
Not that one.
I don't know how we lose this.
New York City.
They'll take this.
329.
Enemy UAV above.
This shit's still in the air too.
Can you tell us about the new death? Where was this individual, what county, and what hospital she treated at?
So there was one individual who was an elderly person that was identified yesterday who had multiple medical conditions.
Oh my god, son, I got
We're
my...
getting more information about that. That person was in a New York City.
Damn, son, this plane is never leaving,
I
son.
don't like to give out the hospital names.
Yesterday, Mayor de Blasio said White Claw Medical, so
There are three deaths that the governor mentioned. 2 yesterday, and then the 1 today. One of those was.
This shit is still here, bro.
Was also with many other medical conditions as well.
3 deaths total?
There's 3 deaths total. Yes.
Two yesterday and 1 today.
These dudes called for me not even to go positive, son. What the hell is going on with this team, bro?
When did she die?
She died.
Damn, I went off, though.
She was
I ain't going positive, but I went off right there.
the past week. I can get you the exact.
I was trying to bring it back for y'all.
I know there was some discrepancy with Rockland County and getting that information over to the state. Is it difficult for county health examiners to report and identify deaths related to the virus and then also transferring that information to the state? Is that sort of slow?
No, they're not so.